Hey guys, it's Dave from DD Drums. Welcome to this lesson on how to improve your weak hand on drums. Now, make no mistake about it, this is a lesson that I believe if you really work on these ideas, your playing will be able to go a lot faster. Because the old saying is what? You're only as strong as your weakest link. So if your left hand is not really up to scratch, but your right hand's really good, then you've already got a problem right there when you're trying to hit the fastest speeds. So working on your left hand to be just as good or maybe close to your right hand is going to be really helpful for your playing, all right? So today we're going to go through 5 exercises that I can believe can really help you a lot. Now don't forget you can get a printout of the 5 lessons in the description section below so you can practice them at home and wherever you are. And the ideas that I put in these exercises are based on the idea that you can either one, lead with left hand, okay? Or at least do equivalent things with both hands. Because oftentimes drummers will lead with their right hand. You see my right hand's playing a lot, but the left hand's just sitting back, so it's not getting much of a workout, all right? So that's one problem right there that we have to deal with, all right? And these exercises are going to kind of switch it, they're going to flip it, so the left hand is now the leader. Most of you are right-handed drummers, all right? There is some left-handed drummers out there, but the thing is, trying to get the left hand to move like the right hand is what we want to do. And so with all these exercises, try and get them into the same position, all right? Now, not all the exercises, because some of them are going to be on the hi-hat, but the ones that are on the snare drum, you're going to try and get a similar position and similar movement too, okay? So that means the right hand will move more with the wrists, and same with the left hand, okay? You want to use the fulcrum with both hands, because what I often see is this. The right hand will move really nicely, but the left hand will be more like this. So you end up with this. You know, you hear the right hand going, dun, 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 the left hand's, what's it doing? It's just kind of lost. So try and get the same position. Right? You're going to try and get the same position for both hands. That's key for these exercises. All right, but let's get into them. Let's get into the 5 exercises. Now the first one is rebound strokes. So what we're going to do is get into our position and we're going to go 4 strokes on each hand like this. You can do that for as long as you like. Then go on to doing 8 strokes with each hand, like this. Do that one as long as you like. Then go into groups of 12, so 12 on each hand like this. All right, and then we'd go 16 on each hand. And by the way, you can think in groups like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then left, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's why you don't have to count to 16, you just think in groups of 4. That's a really good exercise right there to work on, okay? And you can do it with the metronome. Now, if you want to join me, if you've got a pair of sticks with me, join me because I'm going to try it with a certain tempo and we'll do each one a few times and then move on to the next group, okay? So 4s and then 8s and 12s and 16s. Try and join me on this one. Here we go. It's 65 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first exercise. And you could speed it up if it's too slow, or you can slow it down. Either way, find a nice position for your practice on that one. Okay, the second exercise to improve your weak hand, your left hand most likely, is the left hand playing the beat. Now, we've all played a right hand rock beat like this. And then you speed it up. And you look at what the actual left hand is doing there. It's not doing much. It's just kind of sitting there playing the backbeat. And that gives you a bit of a clue why the left hand often stays the weak hand, because it's not really asked to do much. It's just sitting there doing the backbeat. Now, what if we flipped it, and now the left hand is going to be playing all the hi-hat parts, okay, like this. All right, so definitely work on that idea of putting the left hand on the hi-hat and playing the beats that way. And then try all the different beats you know with left hand on the hi-hat. And there you go, that's the second exercise. So that opens up a whole new way of playing the drums. Okay, the third exercise is a simple single stroke roll, but leading with the left hand, okay? So now we've all played the single stroke roll leading with the right hand, where you go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, like this. Where the right hand's going first. But what about if we lead with the left hand, so the left hand's gonna go first, like this. All right, that's the third exercise. We're going to try that out. And, the trick is to try and get the left hand lines up with the bass drum. All right, and when you speed it up, make sure the left hand stays a leader. The trick is as well, you definitely have to use the bass drum with this exercise, because if you don't use the bass drum or some feet playing, then often, you can actually switch back to the right hand leading without even realizing it. So definitely play this one with the bass drum on the 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. I'm going to try two different tempos. I'm going to start with 120. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll try about 160. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, exercise number 4 is a bit of a challenge. This one's going to be an inverted double stroke roll, but leading with the left hand, okay? That means we're going to go on the hi-hat, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, okay? So you start with one hand, then play 2 of the other one, then back to the left, then 2 right, then left, okay? Or with the counting, 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R, 1. And you can see that the left hand, what I'm actually doing is I'm playing that as an accent, okay? And the right hand is being played as a ghost note, okay? Now you can definitely play this on the snare, and that's the way I recommend it, or a practice pad or wherever, it doesn't really matter, as long as you practice it. But once again, try putting the bass drum on the 1, 2, 3, 4, at least tapping your foot, like this. Okay, this is a really challenging one for left hand. If we speed it up. Faster again. All right, definitely a fun one to play, all right? And all these exercises are really asking the left hand to step up and say, you know what, you're leading, you're taking the show here. And it can feel really weird, all right? So definitely start off slow. Now, the last exercise, exercise number 5, which I'm going to show you, is basically an exercise of clapping. And I learnt this off a drum DVD, and it was pretty cool. All right? It's been a really helpful exercise. I'll put a link down below for this DVD I learnt this from, just out of respect to the guy. All right? And so this exercise is one where you connect the base of your hands or the bottom of the palm together, and you hold them in that position, and then you clap like this. So you only want to move the wrist. There's no like using the arms, it's just the wrist, like that. Right, this is a really, really good exercise to work on for not only developing your weak hand, your left hand, but also both hands. Every one of my students I give this exercise to, they always report that they can play faster, they play more with the wrist rather than the arms, and their playing just gets better. All right, so definitely work this exercise out. Now, the super challenge is to get to 800 claps. That's what I learned. That's the way I learned this exercise. So what you do is you connect the hands, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. And you try and get all the way to 800 claps, right? So how do you get to 800 claps? Well, you're going to do 50 of those bars. 50 bars of 16th notes, like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one bar. So you do 50 of those bars of 16th notes. So as a demo, I'm going to do 800 claps. This is a really challenging exercise. I haven't done it in a while, but I've actually got the metronome on about 75 BPM. Now, if you want to join me on this exercise, definitely join in. It's a really challenging exercise. 1, 2, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew, it's tough. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, halfway there, 26, 27, feeling the burn, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, oh, definitely feeling that. Yeah, definitely feeling that in the forearms. Yeah, that's a really challenging exercise, right? Now, if you do that with me, you'll know that you feel it in the muscles, right? But honestly, it's a really, really good workout. So that's one of the best exercises I've seen for developing the muscles in the arms for drumming anyway, because you're working those drumming muscles, okay? So definitely give that one a go. It'll work up the weekend, make it super strong, okay? All right, awesome. Now, be sure to get the transcription from the description section below. It'll help with remembering and practicing the exercise, all right? If you got some value from the video, hit the like button and subscribe for more lessons, guys. Hope you got some value. Awesome. See you next time, guys.